Hello and welcome to the home of Susan and Bill Mensch. This is a beautiful home, a classic Tudor, and right from the slate roof with the snow eagles to the lakeside view, every inch is quality. But Susan knows all about the house, much more than I do, so I want her to do it. It's easier for me that way anyway.
Well, thank you, Dawn. I have to say, this is the most beautiful house we have ever owned. And it came to us as a great surprise. I think of this house as full of surprises. From the moment you drive up to the street, you're surprised that you can't see the house from the street. So you have this wonderful expectation of coming up a winding drive, and then you come to the top of the hill and see this lovely classic English Tudor. It's just a beautiful property nestled in mature landscaping with every thought taken to making sure it is sited so that you are completely private and you feel as though this is your own personal retreat. Let me take you inside so you can see a little bit more of the house. While it's a Tudor on the outside, as you come inside, you see it's a classic Greek colonial floor plan with a center hallway. The center hall gives you that immediate view right through to nature. You realize you're already in the woods. This is the perfect house for entertaining. There is no better flow for a party. I regularly have parties from 75 to 100 people, and it never feels crowded. Even though you're looking from the outside as though this is a lovely home that is very livable, as you come inside, you realize it's also quite grand and elegant. If you look at the living room, you'll see there's a lot of really nice touches. This is a Greenwald Casal home. Greenwald is the architect as well as the man who built the home. And he took care to make this a very special property and a very tailored property. The thing I loved about this house is that you're not in a development with models. You know, there's no other house like this in all of Washington area that I'm aware of. And Sydney doesn't build houses that are cookie cutter from one to another. But you'll see he took time with the wainscoting, he took time with the molding. There's little touches like the inset above the fireplace. And this is a gas fireplace now, but is also able to be converted to a wood-burning fireplace. There is a chimney. So it's a lovely option to have if you like wood-burning fires better than a gas fire. But I personally love just taking the remote and clicking on that fireplace. Then let's walk over to the dining room. This is where you see my bent for the colonial style. I love colonial style, and this dining room has seen a lot of wonderful family dinners. It's particularly lovely to have the bay window looking out on our little boxwood garden with the beach roses and our beautiful Japanese maple and fountain. But also you'll see that again, the architect was thoughtful in putting in these beautiful build-ins. You don't have to bring a piece of furniture into this room to store your glassware and your silver. There's a gorgeous built-in lighted cabinets, but still lots of room for your table and for your buffet. It gives you a really nice storage facility, but also allows you to have lots and lots of elegance in your room. Let's walk back in the hallway so you can see the study. One of the nice touches of the house is that not only do we have field finish oak floors everywhere in the house, but we also have hardwood staircase, and they've ebonized the stair rail, which I absolutely love. It's a very colonial touch, classic, and it gives you a very different look and is beautiful with the wainscoting. Another architectural inset, lovely. I happen to be a collector of Amari plates, but these beautiful Carrara marble and inset areas so that you can display any kind of collection that you might have. Of course, as we come to the main area, we've got French doors all across the back of the house so that you can go out to the deck from any room on the back side of the house, and of course immediately look out and have this fantastic lake view. It is spectacular in all 4 seasons. In the fall, as you see it today, you have beautiful color and the sun glistens on the lake as the snow geese come in with their plaintive cries. In the winter, you have beautiful snow. I've seen fox running across the ice on the lake. In the spring, you have flowers everywhere. And then in the summer, you have the beautiful greenery that makes you feel as though you're living in a tree house. For those of us who have to work, like myself, I bring my work home sometimes, but imagine how delightful it is if you're going to have to work at your computer to be standing here looking out at that view while you're writing your reports and memos. It makes it nice. My husband and I have our his and her desks in here so that on the days that we don't go into our offices in Washington, D.C., we can stay home and get our work done here in a very nice and comfortable room. It's very hard to find many places where we can have the portrait of Bill's father and his brother. Bill's uncle, Jack, was a Doolittle Raider. So Jack Manch, part of the Doolittle Raid on Tokyo, 20 seconds over Tokyo, for anyone who's a history buff. But we have often struggled to find houses that have height enough to display that painting. Again, the beautiful built-ins of the bookcases and the cupboards that give you lots and lots of great storage. Now we're going through to the life of the house, which is the kitchen family room combination. If you're like us, every time you have a party, everyone ends up here in the kitchen and the family room. And this is the perfect spot for it. We've got lots of room. We've got lots of space for everyone to come along and have either a casual dinner out here at the kitchen table overlooking the lake, or if it's just Bill and I for a weeknight supper, we can sit up here at the bar and have, you know, our own quiet little dinner right here as we watch the evening news. Again, in the family room, you see the evidence of these amazing built-ins. We've got the built-in for the TV so that it doesn't look as though it's hanging off the wall. You really can disguise your TV just a little bit and make it just a little less intrusive, although I've never become comfortable with having a television as your primary focal point. We have these lovely bookshelves that he built in, and there's a wet bar and wine cooler here so that you've got everything you need to entertain and enjoy. Again, we have the French doors that lead straight out to the deck and gives you the opportunity to, you know, have lots of points out to the deck when you're having friends over. Another gas fireplace in this room. The kitchen is very special to me because I got to design the kitchen. We did redo the family room and kitchen when we moved into this house, and it was very important to me because this house celebrates nature so much that we continue with the theme of natural materials in this house. This is a quartzite floor laid in a Versailles pattern, and it's just beautiful. It really fits this particular spot. In Fairfax County, this land that we live on is a natural preserve, and all of the materials that are used on our back hillside and in our house are all natural materials, and they're all locally sourced. There's, you know, no vinyl, there's no plastic, everything is natural. The backsplash is also quartzite, and it's a beautiful sort of subway brick, giving you the, you know, really warm feel. One of the beautiful things about this kitchen, if you're a cook like me, is that the appliances are laid out in a way that is very strategic, and there is a ton of storage. I have 2 shelved pantries on either side of the kitchen table, and I have a walk-in pantry in the hall along with a coat closet and a powder room. So you have everything you could possibly need to store all of your cooking essentials. Let's take a quick walk out onto the deck just to see. This is often, we'll have our wine and cheese out on the deck when we get home from work. We'll just walk out from the kitchen, sit here, and enjoy the view. We have the grill at the other end. We have our table here if we have guests. But one of the joys of this is just you completely unwind. You don't see another house. You don't see another person. You are completely apart from everything, and you can't believe that you are 12 miles from Washington, D.C. You know, as we drive home through that rush hour traffic each night, I'm always thinking about this spot and what it's going to be like to relax once we get out on our deck. Obviously, we also have stairs leading down to a fire pit. We have a dry stone fire pit. These are natural boulders from Virginia that were laid in one at a time. It was quite a process. We have the tiered landscaping, and then there is a canoe house at the bottom that houses our own canoe that of course will go with the house. And it's lovely to just get down there, take a nice quiet canoe ride around the lake. You see the snow geese are just coming around the corner. Those are my favorite friends. They make such wonderful sounds in the evenings. It's a very relaxing thing to sit here and watch them land on the lake and just get ready for their evening. All right, let's go upstairs. I want to show you the second floor. I've told you about these great stairs. One thing that's nice about them is that, you know, this is not a steep staircase. He purposefully turned the staircase so that you would have ease of movement. We'll start with my son's room. I promise you he worked very hard to clean his room. It is as good as it gets with Patrick. I have a 22-year-old living here. But one of the great things about the bedrooms is that each bedroom is very spacious, but each bedroom also has its own full bath. So you have the ultimate in privacy, which is especially important with teenagers and 20-somethings who may be living with you. This bedroom also has a walk-in closet. And Patrick wants you to know he worked very hard to clean this. There's also a small attic for storage, which is very fun. It gives you an opportunity to pop things away at the last minute when you need to. And of course, there's a full bath with updated vanities. Patrick's a very tall boy, so we made sure that these were the high vanities. Okay, the laundry room is right here. So you have washer, dryer, and room for folding and storing your laundry supplies. A linen closet to your right, nice big linen closet with double doors. And then we have our guest room. So the guest room is one of the most light-filled rooms in the house. I love it. It has a huge closet, also has its own little storage area in the attic, and then a full bath. It's lovely when you're having guests to be able to treat them to this sort of treetop view out the window and to have their own little window seat where they can come up and relax after dinner and read a book before they go to bed. Let's walk down to our other son's room. Our oldest son has flown the coop, as we say, and is a reporter for NBC News. This was his room, and it has one of the most beautiful views in the house. Obviously, the whole back of the house has large windows that help you take advantage of everything, and there are custom wood blinds on every window up here. This room is particularly nice for the view and for the natural light that comes in. This full bathroom also has a skylight that gives you a lot of natural light, and of course the huge double closets. Nice and roomy for all your storage. All right, let's go on to the master bedroom. Now, this is my sanctuary. When you come in here, you'll see that I'm a dog person. This is my corgi room, as I call it. It's the anteroom to the master bedroom, but it's a wonderful place to sit and read a book. Just relax, and again, you have this incredible view that looks out over the lake so that you can enjoy that. The master bedroom is really spacious. You have one of my favorite architectural insets, which is a tray ceiling. I think it gives the room a gorgeous look, but it also, helps you remind you that you had an architect taking great care with every little bit and detail. You'll also notice that all the bedrooms have ceiling fans. It's nice to be able to open up all the windows and just turn on fans and not have to worry about air conditioning when it's warm. This room also has a small observation deck so that you can come out and enjoy the view. It gives you another way to commune with nature from the space. We also have wonderful closet space for the master bedroom. We have 2 full walk-in closets with built-in storage. This was one of the things that truly sold me on the house, knowing that I could put everything in one place and not have to have clothes stored in 3 or 4 different closets, which had been the case in other homes, especially because I like older homes. The master bath offers you everything you could want: a lovely standing shower, his and hers vanities, and of course a whirlpool tub. So after you've spent a little day canoeing on the lake, you have the opportunity to come up here and soothe your muscles in the whirlpool bath. And again, you're looking out at that gorgeous mature magnolia outside. That magnolia is magnificent when it blooms. It is a real treat for those of you who enjoy the Virginia heritage of magnolias. This is our lower level. Again, we have the beautiful ebonized rail from the staircase, and this is a little mini kitchen, a little wet bar, and under sink fridge so that you can have great parties down here. This is a place that obviously my children have enjoyed greatly. Play a game of pool, watch TV, again with the beautiful built-ins. The architect thoughtfully created a whole wall there for your entertainment center, bookshelves, storage. It's also a great place for your exercise equipment, and gives you an opportunity to really flex with what you want to do with the area. It's also great because it has its own deck. So when you're having an